Okay, guys, welcome back to episode 2 of the Auction Finds series. Today's episode is another local auction. A guy retired near another town, actually not too far away from the where episode 1 was based out of. But today's episode, I had a couple more wagons, as you can see, and yeah, we'll get into that. Kind of just update on the series. I'm gonna at first I was just gonna do mainly retirement ones. I think I'm gonna kind of start to dabble into some of the consignment sale ones too, just so you guys have a little bit more of an option, or a little bit more content, because some of the retirement ones, not too many people retire during a year, and when they do, a lot of the stuff I don't have access to after they close it out at the end of the year. So, like, I can see the stuff that happened this spring, but I can't see auctions that happened last year. So, I only have 3 auctions in total. That will be, for now. I'll find more, but for right now, I only had 3 auctions that were retirement sales, and then the other, the next one will be a retirement sale, and then after that, there will be 2 consignment sales, and then I'll see if I can find a different auction company in the area to give me some more variety. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump right in here, and I will start showing you guys around. Okay, so first up, guys, we have I did these backwards. There's actually this fuel tank was first. You can't see it, but it's on a pallet here. But yeah, this fuel tank went first. Next up was this was a 1500 poly tank. The one that was on the sale was blue, not black. But yeah, you can only get so much when you out of these mods. Next up was this little 5-foot by 8-foot 2-wheel trailer. That's all they really have. There doesn't really say anything else. There's no title, no license plate on it. So yeah, next up we have a 91-inch wide by 20-foot car trailer. It says it was custom made. Items on the trailer not included, so it has boards on the side. It had like running board, or just boards kind of building up like walls on the side. Okay, so then next up they have these, or this rake here. Whoops, clicked the wrong button. Clicked out of the game on accident. They have a 5-wheel, 3-point mounted side rake. That's all they got on it. Doesn't say how old it is or anything else like that. Next up is his sprayer trailer. This isn't exactly it, but it's actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Where was this? Oh. Okay, sorry guys, I got distracted. I didn't know who was selling it, or whose retirement sale this was, and I just looked again because I forgot for whatever reason, and it was actually someone that lives about 5 miles north of me. Well, 5 miles north and a mile or 2 east. So, yeah. Anyways, so this is almost identical spray trailer that they had. The only thing different, obviously on there you can see all the hoses actually running, not just this one hose here on the side that goes to the thing. And then they have a mixer that has a little stand. It's if you know anything about farming, it's called the Mixmate. They had one of these on their trailers. So yeah. Next up, they have, for whatever reason, they had 3 augers. They had 2 that were Westfields, identical. For some reason, they had 2 identical ones. I think the only difference, I think if I remember right, these are 94. The ones that are on here are 84-foot ones. Are on the auction were 84-foot ones. they have a third auger that was on the sale, but I couldn't find a mod that was even really close to it. But it's basically just another, or it looks like the Westfield. It's a different company that's local here that makes them. That makes augers and, well, actually they make augers and truck or feed hauling wagons and stuff like that. But anyway, it was a 72-foot auger instead of the 84 foots that these are. Okay, so next up we got a not this exact there's another local company that makes rippers identical to these. I won't say the name. I'm trying to kind of, I know you guys know I'm from Northwest Iowa, but I don't want to give my exact location of where I live. But there's another company, literally, they're literally based a handful of miles away from where my grandpa lives. They stopped making them now, but this is a 13-point ripper. They only do 2 rows instead of the 3 rows here. But the one that they have on the sale is a 9-point instead of the 13-point. So just take off the 4 in the middle, basically. Next up, they have a John Deere 30-foot cultivator. I had to get this case one because this is the closest thing to it. Like I said at the start of this series, I'm gonna get the closest thing to it without or if it is the exact thing, that'd be nice, but without being completely off. I mean, some things are wrong, but yeah. So yeah, they got a 30-foot John Deere cultivator. Like I said, identical to this. Has the rolling baskets and the harrow, or not harrow, but leveling tines, leveling tines. I don't know why I can't read words. They got walking tandems exactly like this cultivator does. And hydraulic adjustable rolling baskets is the last note again. So next up, they have a sunflower disc, literally identical to this one. It's a different series number than the one that's on the sale, but the one that's here is different than the one that was on the sale. By series number, it's different, but they're the same exact width. They're both 25 foot, or this looks wider. I'm guessing this is actually 30 foot, but for some reason the thing said it's a little bit different. Yeah, 25 foot with a rolling basket harrow in the back. I hope you guys could hear me over the plane. Next up, they have, for some reason, here, I'll fix this quick. Okay, now it doesn't look so dumb, but it looks weird still. They have a John Deere hydraulic fold rotary hose. So basically just take, yeah, literally just this row crop cultivator. Just take these cultivator shank points systems off and put the rotary hoe parts on there. But yeah, they have a rotary hoe, and then they have obviously a 12-row 30-inch 3-point cultivator as well. Both of these have shields on them. I just didn't put the shields on because the rotary hoe has shields, but I just didn't put it on when I was buying it because I wasn't paying attention. Next up is the sprayer here. The brand is actually Top Air, not Best Way like this one is. I didn't mean to step into the tank like that. Sorry about that. It's a 3-section, identical to this. 80-foot boom. I believe this is also 80 foot now that I think about it. I don't remember exact width now that I think about it. But yeah, 80-foot boom on the sale. So next up, we'll just go ahead and wander over here. They got a 1775 NT bar planter, 24-row, 30-inch. So identical to this one. The only thing, as you can see, I have the globe up here. They have, in the pictures, you can see the globe well, you can see where the globe will go on the planner. They just don't have that on here. I'm guessing that, or actually, I know that at the bottom they have the extra monitor, or they have all the monitors, or at the bottom of the sale, they have the extra monitor, or the monitors and the globes and stuff there. So they didn't sell the globe on the planter, because they can get a little bit more out of that. So next is this Unreferred Seed Runner 3755 seed tender. It was a one owner, has a scale. It's triple axle, as you can see. It is tongue pulled like this one. It's an 8-inch conveyor, and has a manual roll tarp. I think this is electric on here, but that's just the no. Actually, it's manual. Yeah, because otherwise it'd have a bar right there. So yeah, on to the many wagons that were on this sale. So actually, first up, I did these backwards because the rest are all J&Ms, but the first two were Parker 525s. They were a single hopper instead of these dual hopper unloads like this one is. Well, yeah, and these are Parker 400s, I guess, but yeah. Anyways, they actually did, shockingly here, they had 6 J&M 650 or 680 wagons. They're 650 bushels. I think that I thought the number used to mean that they could fit that, but these all have tarps on it, so usually that means that they only hold 650, which is what they have listed at the bottom of the sale. One of the ones has a broken side mirror. It went for $4,000 less than the rest of them. I'll just put the range here for what all the wagons, because all the wagons actually went really close, except for the Parkers went really close to each other, except for the one that has a broken side window, because I'm guessing those aren't exactly fun to find. Next up, 2 grain carts. I don't know why he did have 2 grain carts, but good for him. He did have a Parker, or he has a Parker 6500, except for he has a tarp on his. And then obviously next he had a J&M 8. Where's the number? 875. Yeah, 875. I could look back up here at my other. Yeah, Parker 875 right there. Both have 1,000 PTOs on them. Parker went for almost double the price of the J&M went for almost double the price of the Parker. Both or the J&M has a 16-inch auger on it. Parker has an 8-inch. Yep. And on the tractors now. He had a 655 International. But for some reason it wouldn't let me buy it. I don't know if my game's kind of glitching out. Usually sometimes that happens when some of the mods that you have downloaded do that. So we'll just skip to the regular tractors. Kind of messed up here. I bought 2 of them and then bought the combine. But he had 2 oh, I scrolled too far. Whoops, there it is. Okay. So he had 2 Challenger MT565D front wheel assist with loaders. One had the weights on it. Oh, I forgot to do that. One had the loader, the weights on, the other didn't, because it had a loader with a bucket on it. The other one had the attachment so you could attach the loader to it. Didn't have the loader on it. He also had pallet forks in a bucket for the loader. Next up, we'll just go ahead and go to the combine here. It was an S660 2012 version. 2,400 engine hours, 1,800 separator hours. Has Starfire ITC globe on it. Has 870 R30. Wow, I nailed that on the tire size. Has Gen 3 monitor inside. By the looks of it, this does not have the Gen 3 monitor. But yeah, so then we'll go back. He has 2 of the same, again, MT, or actually, hang on, scratch that. These are different. One is a 650 or 665D Challenger tractor, and the other is the 645D tractor. They all have, or even except for one of the one that actually has a loader on it on the sale. They all had duals on. And yeah, so next we'll go to the head. He has a 635 Flex Draper bean. Yeah, they just call it bean header. It was 2017, less than 2,500 acres on it, and has even has a parts record list that he can look at. That you can look at on the sale. And then it came on this Demco 42 foot trailer with lights in the back there, as you can see. And then the last big piece of equipment was a 608C 30-inch corn head, as you can see. And then next up we have, oh yeah, the header trailer that the corn header was sitting on. Not exactly an easy trail, but this plane's going to fly by at a really bad time because I was about done. Easy trail, 22-foot trailer. Okay, so all that was left on the sale other than that was mainly the GPS globes and the monitors and some of the steering modules for them. So yeah, he had 4 globes for sale and 3 monitors and 3 steering controls, and some CB units that were in the tractors as well. So yeah, he was an ag leader guy, except for the combine. He had a Deere system on it. The tractors must have all had ag leaders on it. So yeah, with that being said, that would be the end of this auction finds episode. I hope you guys join me in the next one for the next auction find episode. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and please do me a favor and like and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in next week's episode. Peace.